Teenage years are tough, but for many, it's a crisis of self-worth. A shocking 75% of girls with low self-esteem report engaging in destructive behaviors like self-harm or eating disorders. This is not a small problem. Up to half of all adolescents struggle with low self-esteem. This feeling is a direct pathway to depression, anxiety, and relationship problems later in life. The statistics are alarming, but the solutions are practical. We'll show you the science-backed strategies that build lasting confidence. So, what's behind this crisis? A huge factor is the focus on appearance, but the reason is more complex than you think. Consider this. 4 out of 5 teenage girls say they are unhappy with their bodies. This is a primary source of low self-worth. But here's the unexpected finding from research. A teen's self-esteem is not linked to their actual weight. It is tied to their perception of their weight. The real conflict is not with the mirror, it's with the mind. This gap between reality and perception helps explain another troubling number. Nearly 1 in 5 teens will face depression before adulthood. This brings up a vital question. If the real issue is internal perception, how can we help teens rewrite their internal story? The answer begins with a powerful psychological tool, the growth mindset. It's the belief that abilities can be developed through hard work. Why does this affect self-esteem? It separates a teen's identity from their performance. A fixed mindset says, I failed, so I am a failure. A growth mindset says, I failed the test, so I should study differently next time. The failure becomes an event, not a permanent identity. Parents can build this by praising effort and strategy, not just grades. Instead of, you're so smart, try I saw how hard you worked on that. With a growth mindset, teens can also practice positive self-talk, consciously replacing negative thoughts with more balanced ones. We've looked at the mind, but a teen's environment is just as significant. What external factors shape their internal world? The foundation of all support is unconditional love. Teens must know their worth is inherent, not tied to their grades or achievements. One of the best ways to show this love is through active listening, hearing them out fully, without judgment or fixing things. It validates their feelings. Beyond listening, you can actively empower them. Encourage independence by letting them make age-appropriate choices and face the outcomes. Another key skill is assertive communication. Teach them how to express needs respectfully instead of being passive or aggressive. These actions build a safety net that permits their internal confidence to grow. It shows them they are capable and respected. So we have internal mindset and external support. But what if one of the most effective tools for building self-esteem is not about the self at all? Researchers consistently point to a surprising method: helping others. Volunteering or tutoring can dramatically boost self-worth. How does this work? It shifts the focus outward, away from internal anxieties. It provides a concrete sense of purpose and impact. Mainly, it demonstrates capability. When a teen sees they can make a positive difference, it provides clear proof of their own value. So, we have internal mindset shifts, external family support, and now outward-focused actions. How do we link these ideas into one strategy? The truth is that self-esteem isn't just a feeling. It's a result of competence and purpose. The best strategies help teens prove their worth to themselves. Remember the growth mindset. Developing a new skill or helping someone else is a real-world test that proves it's true. Effort leads to competence, which builds real confidence. Now connect that to parental support. When parents encourage independence, they give teens space to practice problem-solving. Succeeding on their own is a huge confidence booster. It all comes down to 2 ideas: building competence through action and skill, and fostering connection through love and support. Healthy self-esteem is not something you are born with, and it is not a gift you can give. It is a skill that can be taught and practiced. Remember the pillars. Cultivate a growth mindset. Provide unconditional support and encourage action that builds real competence. For parents and educators, start small. This week, focus on one thing. Practice active listening or help your teen find one way to contribute. And for any teens watching, you have power. Pick one small, achievable goal. Learn a new chord, help a sibling, or challenge one negative thought. Small wins build big confidence.